Investors watching shares of Panera after that company's better than expected results. I'm joined by the company's CEO, Ron Shaich. Ron, nice to see you.
Good to see you, Rhonda.
Well, you feel good enough about the business to raise full-year targets for both sales and earnings growth. What's behind the success you're seeing? What is the main driver? Is it the push into some of the technology you're doing, or the move into cleaner ingredients, or something else?
Well, I think it's all part of a long-term strategy to build the platform for expanded earnings for many years to come. I mean, essentially, it's rooted in a view that we need to be a better competitive alternative. In order to do that, we've built a new guest experience called Panera 2.0. That's rooted in technology. It's rooted in access points. It's rooted in new levels of operational integrity. Secondly, we're driving a great deal of innovation in food, in marketing and operations around a North Star to be a better, craveable wellness, to have food that people want to go out of their way for. At the same time, we've been working on a number of billion-dollar-plus businesses that offer the capabilities of providing runways for expanded growth. We're in the catering business. We're the largest in the United States in catering. We think it's a business ripe for consolidation. We're in the process of doing that. We're bringing professional marketing. We're bringing dedicated production facilities to it. Secondly, we see an extraordinary opportunity in delivery using the technology we've built as part of Panera 2.0. We are probably the technology leader in the restaurant industry today. That gives us the capability of doing delivery. And then third, we've moved into consumer packaged goods. We call it Panera at Home. Again, another billion-dollar opportunity for Panera. So take it all together. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Rhonda.
No, I was just going to say, you definitely have a lot going on, but I just want to interject and ask you real quickly, do you think you benefited from the problems at a chain like Chipotle?
Well, look we delivered 6.2% comps in the first quarter. They're extraordinary numbers. The reality is our comps have never correlated with Chipotle. When they've been down, we haven't been up. When they've been up, we haven't been down. More importantly, in the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've been essentially giving away food. Our comps have been very strong while they've been giving it away. So I would tell you, I don't think there's much correlation. I think what happens when Chipotle has the kind of problems that they have had, that business moves to the whole range of what exists in the food industry. All of the food industry operators, everybody benefits to a very slight degree, nobody to an inordinate degree.
You had a good report all the way around. You did have a very slight decrease in operating margin in Q1 due to a number of factors, and one of those things was wage increases. Tell me where you are in terms of potentially needing to boost wages further this year. And eventually, do you see some of your technological innovations negating the negative impact of wage increases?
Well, first, I think we have to recognize we're in a new world. It used to be that inflation was in food and paper. Today, inflation is in labor. That inflation is occurring because labor rates are now legislated. They're structural. And I think we're on our way to a $15 livable wage. I think it's going to occur. And so you're going to see that affect all of us. It's affecting Panera. We're guiding to 5% wage inflation as a result of it. We have always paid more than the minimum wage. We're going to continue to. The quality of our people is fundamental. Simultaneously, we are probably considered by many the leader in digital in the restaurant industry. We have one of the top 2 ranked apps in the entire food industry. Us and Domino's, everybody else is second to us. We are running digital utilization rates. That means the percent of our business that are done by customers that order, produce, and pay digitally. We're running rates of 17%. We understand Starbucks is at 4%. And we're probably have the highest digital utilization of any of the restaurant concepts outside of the big 3 pizza operators that have been at it for now 10 or 15 years. I think that taken however you want it, we're going to produce, 125, 130,000 digital orders today. We'll flow it through our systems. We have that infrastructure. I think it will benefit labor because there's no order input on any of those transactions. Having said that, we're attempting to take that labor and move it into guest experience. I think you're entering a world where nobody's going to go out unless it's a better experience. And you can stay home and be on the internet if there's no experience to it. So Panera's focused on both a better guest experience and simultaneously moving labor from low value-added processes like order input to high value-added processes like deliver to the table of the customer and touching the customer and actually caring for them and making sure we have the capacity to handle the volumes when the access points are opened and our kitchen display systems, our production systems at noon, because there's no gating on the access, could light up like a Christmas tree on Christmas morning.
Ron Shake of Panera, good to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you much, Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.